Hey guys, welcome to Dreamcoin. It's Tyler again, and I just wanted to do a quick video on Frequency Therapeutics. I know a lot of people were kind of freaking out about the price drop of almost 80% today after they got some trial data that just came out, and I think it's a little overblown personally. Stuff like this happens all the time, especially in the healthcare industry. Things like this are bound to happen when you're doing studies on different products, and alongside the bad data that came out, they did have some positive data. So just get it right into it. Anybody that's not familiar, Frequency Therapeutics is a company that focuses on treatments for people that are suffering from degenerative diseases. More commonly, they're known for what they can do to help reverse, damaged cochlear hairs inside your ear. So if you aren't familiar, the tiny hairs inside of your ear get damaged by loud sound over time and all the frequent vibrations. And what they've found is that certain treatments can target certain cells in your body that can promote regeneration and regrowth of those hairs to promote basically a regain of hearing over time, depending on how the treatment goes. And these are a couple of the different studies that they're working on with these right now. They've got one that's halfway through phase 2, one that's soon to be entering phase 2. We have a lot of data that's going to be coming out for them soon. What we're seeing from all these is just a variety of different ways of doing studies, whether it be through 4 injections through a week or 1 injection per week, or however they're laying out the different studies to basically see what is going to be more effective for their treatments going forward. On top of stuff for hearing loss, they also work with things in multiple sclerosis, and they're trying to kind of just decide how they're going to go about entering into this aspect of healthcare as well. As you can see, they're in the preclinical stage, so they're kind of just revising what they want to do, possibly finding different people that would be interested in participating in the study. So you also see stuff coming out about this here soon, hopefully, and this could be very big for people that suffer from MS as we go on into the future over the next few years. So this is kind of why everybody was freaking out today, and a lot of stockholders basically kind of just ended up selling off the stock, and the stock plummeted from over $30 down to about $7 to $8. And this came because they announced that one of their studies didn't show an improvement in hearing based on a placebo that they were studying for one of their studies, specifically in the 4-dose regimen. So basically there would be 4 weekly injections in subjects of mild to moderately severe hearing loss. And what this showed is, compared to this placebo, they didn't see any improvement, but they also didn't see anything detrimental going forward as well. And everybody kind of just took that as a negative, saying like, oh, well, your stuff doesn't work and we're going to just sell off the stock. And like, you guys obviously don't know what you're doing. And that's how it appeared to show when looking at the chart, which we'll get into later, when the stock just plummeted as soon as this data came out. But what surprised me apart from this as well, and why the stock dropped so much, is alongside this negative data they came out with, they did come out with data that showed that their single injection of FX322 did show hearing improvement. And so it just shows that there's alternatives to how their treatments work that could be more beneficial in the future. Now, this is the kind of thing that you have to test when you're looking at different drugs and treatments and different things that just, affect your body when you're getting treatments for different diseases or, things of that nature, when you're a patient that's struggling with different things. Because, especially with some people too, you could also just be more reactive to a certain type of therapy. But, them testing these and seeing this positive data is even more so better in my opinion, because what this shows is that they're more willing to branch out and see if there's anything better or anything worse. And basically what they're seeing from this is that they're going to see that, the 4 weekly injections probably aren't going to be too great, but the weekly injection is going to be good. As you can see here, they're planning to advance the development of the single dose regimen. And I would see stuff like this as more positive anyway, for me personally as an investor, because that just shows that they're making it more efficient for patients too. Because, if you could get 1 dose versus 4, why would you not get the 1 dose? I think this was just a very big panic thing. I don't see the stock being down for too long. And, over the next year, I think it's going to recover pretty hard and go back up to that range that they were in before they dropped pretty hard, especially when they come out with more data from these other studies that they're working on. So as you can see over here in the chart, they basically going into this morning dropped hardcore from almost $40 down underneath $10. And then throughout main market day today, they were trending about $9 down to $7 in that range. And they were to slowly slowly like declining throughout. This is just going to be a very good buy point for people that are patient and they understand stocks and company value as a whole, and understand that data like this is needed to further advancements in treatments for companies. If you just completely want to stay away from the stock, you know, that's fine. If you don't feel like they'll rebound, that's fine. But for me, especially in a healthcare setting, this is stuff that's going to happen repeatedly, especially for people that invest heavily in biotech stocks and things like that. I'm sure you've seen a lot of different studies that come out with negative data, and then they kind of use that to further their advancements in other areas of their field. So this is only going to help them improve their treatments going forward. And then when they come out with more positive data and treatments that are more revised as we go forward over the next few months and even the next couple of years, this is only going to help them grow stronger, because they're going to be set up to kind of front run a little more of the hearing loss reversal that they're trying to treat. And obviously a lot of people suffer with that. You know, I myself have tinnitus, and that's currently untreatable. You just kind of mitigate that stuff. And so if they can figure out how to change, you know, just how your body's chemistry works to make you regrow the hairs in your ear to be able to bring your hearing back, then I'm sure they could branch out in other areas and see like, oh, well, could we possibly treat tinnitus or other things like that that come from other degenerative diseases or things that would affect your hearing or just your body in general, especially like, you know, they're looking at the MS studies and stuff that they are as well. I do see this as a very good buy. I don't see them being under double digits for very long. You know, next couple weeks people might panic, but I would see the next month or two they're going to rebound, be above that $10 range. They do already have like a couple buy ratings based off of this dip already coming out. Oppenheimer analyst Jay Olson targeted them for $20 based on their price right now, and then B. Riley Financial also gave them a buy rating with a $35 price target just based on their price right now still. So we've already got another analyst that's already pricing them over $30 again from here, just where they were before they tanked. So I'm not viewing this as anything more than a fire sale, and I'm not concerned in the slightest for the company's future as a whole. Thank you guys for watching the video. I just wanted to bring that quick information on the company and to give you an idea of what you should be doing now, because a lot of people are probably going to be turned off and just be like, oh, well, I don't want to touch a stock, which is the exact opposite of how I'm thinking right now. This is going to be a very good chance to get a stock extremely cheap for where they've previously been priced and where they're going forward. I could see them obviously long term possibly rebounding and hitting 30-40 bucks again. So that's not anything that I'm concerned about in their future, and I do see them still doing very good advancements in the industry that they're in. I do want to bring your attention to TRIL. I think you guys should check out that video because that's another very underrated stock right now. I do have them priced over $40 in the next year or two, and I do see them going possibly 15 to 20 going into April, the data they're coming out with as well. So other than that, I'll catch you guys in the next video, and I'll see you later. Peace.